Got my new engaged paddle with Christmas socks.
Oh, Larry. Always showing
Can't
off.
lose.
Best
Can't
partner,
lose.
best partner.
Big talk,
Best
talk, talk,
partner.
talk,
That's
talk.
right,
Best
yeah.
partner.
Narrator,
Can't lose.
they did not, in fact,
Can't stop, won't
win.
stop.
That's why I'm recording this. So here we go. All right, let's see. Starting it off. Larry pulls him wide. And he duffs it. Okay. So yeah, let's reverse. Let's reverse this a little bit. So you see, all right, you see what happens there? Larry had a really good shot actually. And forehand dink out wide to Greg's backhand. Now notice how I shift, because I'm covering, you have to follow shadow of the ball. So I'm covering that line. Notice where Larry is. He stays exactly right where he is. So the good thing is Greg did not, the other player, he did not notice that huge hole that you could drive a Mack truck through right in the middle of the court. Which is good because he could have just attacked us right down the middle. That would have been an easy winner. Larry, again, now notice his positioning. See how he is oriented? So his right foot is not on the non-volley zone line. His shoulders are basically pointing towards Greg. And so when he hits this volley, he gets it to the backhand. He's completely out of position. His torso's twisted, and he doesn't have a good angle on anything. The right thing to do now, if he would have shifted where his right foot is almost touching that center line, which we shift together as a team, he would have had and then stayed facing the net. That backhand volley, he could have taken and done a little poke or anything and taken advantage of that line. Look at how hard Roberto is squeezing that center line. So if Larry had shifted over and if he had stayed square to the net as opposed to turn, he could have had a lot more options as to what to do with that backhand volley. He could have and utilize that line a little bit more. Instead, he got caught here, and really the only thing he could do was try and power it down the middle, and he duffed it. So there we go. Yep, there it goes. All right, next shot. Aha. So, hey, sometimes I want to highlight the good things that people do. So this was a really good set. I love it when you set yourself up, So Larry set himself up really nicely there. Let's reverse it. So yeah, serve, return, and actually it was, you see where that return landed? So it was actually to his benefit that it landed so short, because as he's moving into the non-volley zone line to the kitchen, you see Greg had to really lean forward, and he was off balance because the service return landed so short, and he popped it up, and that enabled Larry to have the easy put away. So let's take another look at that. Pops it up. Larry moved in just like he should, return and run, and he was ready positioned to put that easy pop-up volley away. So nicely done there, Larry. Well done, well done. Okay, next point. Perfect. Another great shot. So, and this is something I've been getting on Larry about a little bit too. That's it. So he did a great job here. What I really like about what he did here is he took his time with this forehand. A lot of times I see Larry, he's rushing the shot. He's short hopping it. He's trying to race in to get to the kitchen of the non-volley zone line. So what I like here is he actually paused, let the ball bounce, and let it come down and hit a medium pace shot. He didn't try and crush it. It was more about the precision of that shot, and especially because he probably saw Greg was going to squeeze that middle, and he just hit that perfect shot. He took his time, watched the ball completely, took a little bit of power off, and added precision to it, and hit a perfect shot right there. Ta-da! There you go. Nice job. Okay, what's going on here? Great setup. Oh, look at that shot. Oh no, Larry. Oh no, baby, what is you doing? What is you doing? I set you up so well. All right, Larry. I love you. You know that. Okay, so, normal point here. We get to this point. Okay, so here I take this shot, this dink at my feet, and I'm able to hit sort of a precision dink off of that. I won't quite call it aggressive, but you see how I'm able to place it to Greg's backhand. So he's kind of off balance. Larry did shift over a little bit, but you can kind of see, where's his paddle? Where's his paddle? You can see his paddle is right here as opposed to out here. So when Greg hits this dink back, he has to hit a backhand volley. Larry's strength is not his backhand volleys. If he would have had it here, he could have sidestepped and had an easy, well, maybe not an easy, but he could have done a little bit more with that forehand volley instead of getting jammed right here and not being able to do much and kind of duffing it into the net. So you'll see, that's it, yeah. So he could have, as opposed to waiting here for the volley like that, if he had his paddle out in the ready position here, taking it a little bit earlier, not getting caught back here and not being able to do too much with that backhand volley. I'd get that paddle out there, be ready to wait for it, and then you can kind of shift over to your left a little bit and hit the volley that and hit the shot that you want to hit, which is your forehand. If you want to hit your forehand, because that's your better shot. You want to try and take away that backhand, which you're not super comfortable with and probably couldn't have hit that good of a shot with. So there's that. Okay, nice serve, nice return. Oh, okay. All right. So here's what happened. This is mostly my fault, kind of. It's a little bit my fault. All right, so you see Greg hits the serve. Well, where's my service return go? It lands short, okay? So I hit a kind of short service return. You can see Greg moving into the court, taking an aggressive stance. And what's Larry doing? He's holding the line. Not the right time to do that. You want to give yourself a little bit of extra time to react. So I would have taken a step, maybe a step and a half back off the line, because you see what happens is Larry gets caught again, catches the ball late and sails it long because he caught it back here, as opposed to being able to meet it reasonably out in front of him if he would have given himself just that split second more to react. Yeah, you see he caught that back here. And that's also partially too from being a tennis player. You're still used to that backswing being out here, as opposed to, wanting to keep your hitting zone out here when you are playing pickleball. You want to kind of be meeting your balls out in front of you as much as possible, and just doing this and that and not doing a lot of shoulder turn and backswing up here, which is what you do in tennis, which is where he's coming from. He's coming from a tennis background, so still getting into this habit of taking the paddle back here and then getting caught back here, and then paddle faces open and pulling it, hitting it long after that. Okay, great shot. Yep, that was a great dink. Nice point. Nice point, Haley and Larry. Good job, Larry especially. Okay, so I'm not always picking on Larry, a little bit. But what I really like about this point, this is probably one of the best times, the best illustrations of when we actually played as a unit. So you see, he hits this third shot drop, but you can see he's not quite thrilled about it. He doesn't feel like it's good enough for him to follow into the non-volley zone line. So you see he starts up. We both start up together. He decides to pull back. We both stay back together. So in this transition zone, he hits another third shot drop. This one, he got some air on it. We both had enough time to sneak up to that non-volley zone line. And Roberto pops it up, and boom, Larry was there to respond. So that's what happens when you play as a unit, right? So we both move in together. We took our time. We didn't try and race into the kitchen off of a bad shot just for the sake of getting to the kitchen. And then we waited for the right shot. And that's when you were able to sneak in for that attack and that put away volley. So well done. All right, here we go. Yeah. And Larry misses that one. And honestly, that one's not on Larry. That one's on me. That was totally on me. And I did what I'm telling y'all not to do. So let's back this up. You can see what happened. Okay, so note, Larry, so I serve. I serve the ball. They hit the return to Larry. And while Larry's still hitting it, you see where I'm going? I'm heading straight to the kitchen, but Larry already noticed he didn't hit that great of a shot. So here I am at the kitchen. And where's Larry? He's all the way back still at the baseline. So I created that gap right there. And I'm the one that was at the kitchen prematurely. And you see what happens is that what ended up having to happen is Larry had to hit an escape shot. See, there it is. And so now I have to back up. And then when I back up, I'm hitting kind of the ball at my feet, my ankles. I pop it up right there, and Larry takes the brunt of it. So really that one's on me. I didn't take my own advice. I'm still learning. There you go. So if, we're going to pause the video, start over. So if you like what you saw there, if you agree, if you disagree, let me know. Tell me if your own analysis, if you have anything to add. Let me know. I'd love to drop something in the comments and let me know what you think. Tell me what you see. And if you have a video you want me to analyze, hey, email me at haleyspickleacademy@gmail.com. Maybe I will pick your video and analyze one of yours if you want to level up your game. So thanks for following. Hit the subscribe button, do all the things, and we'll see you on the next one.